I have a little one here that didn't really make a biscuit, so I thought I'd just give this a try and let you know how it tastes. That's really nice. There's a very subtle flavour of orange and a very subtle flavour of nutmeg as well. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you're new here then hello and welcome. My name is Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make some yummy orange and nutmeg cookies. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make delicious orange and nutmeg cookies or biscuits. So I think biscuits or cookies are a brilliant gift to give at Christmas. They also make a really nice sweet treat as well, and they also make a really lovely after dinner treat too. I'm going to be making these today for my family, but I normally make biscuits for my mum at Christmas time. She really enjoys them, in fact she loves them, so I think I might make her these ones this year. So this is a new recipe that I'm trying out, and I thought I'd share it with you while I'm doing it. So the first thing I've done is I've put some gluten-free oats into a bowl, and I'm just going to tip those into my food processor. So I've got about 200 grams of gluten-free oats. I have a slight gluten intolerance, so I tend to like to use gluten-free oats. You don't have to, however, you could use just ordinary oats. And then I also have about 200 grams of rice flour. Again, this is because I have a gluten intolerance, so you could use plain flour if you wanted to. And I'm just going to put that into the blender as well. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some baking powder. So I'm going to add in about a teaspoon of baking powder to this. And then I've also got a teaspoon of nutmeg as well. Now you don't need a lot of nutmeg because nutmeg is a very strong flavour. So I'm just going to try about a teaspoon today. That might be too strong, but I'm hoping it'll be okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend these ingredients together and hopefully make the oats into a sort of a flour. While I'm blending though, I do have to move it at the top as well, because otherwise everything gets stuck at the bottom. So I'll show you now. So I'm just going to move everything around, and that way nothing gets stuck. So I'm just going to continue to blend the oats and the flour now. I've blended the oats and the rice flour until they've formed their own flour, so that's all well mixed in together, and I'm going to pour this into my mixing bowl, and I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to get some coconut oil that I've already melted down and some maple syrup, and then I'm going to add that to the ingredients in the bowl. I have melted down the coconut oil in a saucepan, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a well in the middle, and I'm going to add my wet ingredients to my dry ones now. So I'm going to add the coconut oil in, and I'm also going to add about 50 mils of maple syrup. So there was about 150 mils of coconut oil, and then I've got 50 mils of freshly squeezed orange juice that's going to go in as well. And obviously that's the orange part of the biscuit. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix all of these ingredients together until hopefully they form a dough ball that I can roll out and make into biscuits. So everything is just nicely coming together now, like so. So I should go grab my rolling pin, and I shall roll these out and make them into nice little Christmas biscuits. I have grabbed some cookie cutters, so I've got some Christmas cookie cutters here that I'm going to use to shape the biscuits. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some rice flour onto the board like so. Again, if you don't have rice flour, then you can always use plain flour to do that job. And I'm going to grab some of the biscuit dough, and then I'm just going to simply roll it out into about a ½ centimetre thickness, I think, if I can get it to a ½ centimetre thickness. So I'm just going to roll this out now, like so, and then I'm going to grab one of my cookie cutters and I'm going to cut the cookie dough or the biscuit dough. And then what I like to do is to put this onto a spare board while I cut the rest of the dough. So as you can see, I've got quite a few, oh no, I'll have to do that again, quite a few nice little shapes that I can use to make biscuits. I bought these cookie cutters on Amazon, if I can find them. I bought them quite a while ago, but if I can find them I will link them in the description box below. And before I go, I just want to say that if you have enjoyed this video today and you want to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And also, if you did really enjoy this video, please feel free to give it a big thumbs up and leave any comments below, because everything like that really helps me out. So as I said, I'm just going to continue to keep cutting and rolling the dough and making lovely Christmas biscuits. As you can see, I have finished cutting the cookies and I'm off to put these into the fridge now. And the reason I put them in the fridge is simply because when I put them into the oven to cook, they will come out nice and crunchy. The fridge tends to help with the crunchiness of the biscuit. I don't know why, it just does. I've found that in the past, so I'm going to continue using that method. So as I said, I'm off to put these in the fridge for about ½ an hour and I'll preheat my oven as well. The biscuits have been in the fridge for about 15 minutes, so I'm going to preheat my oven now to 200 degrees. The biscuits or cookies have been in the fridge for a good ½ an hour and they've turned lovely and hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these onto my baking trays like so. And I am going to cook these in the oven in a little while. I just want to explain about my baking trays though. These are Pampered Chef stoneware baking trays, so I don't need to oil these baking trays. They are naturally non-stick, so my biscuits or cookies won't stick to the baking trays. So yes, so I don't need any oil on them, but if you need oil, then please do oil your baking trays before you put them into the oven. And I'm just going to continue now to put the cookies onto the baking trays and then I will pop them in the oven. So I have popped the biscuits or cookies onto the baking tray and I'm now going to pop these into the oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. Biscuits or cookies have been in the oven for about 13 minutes I'd say, and they look a lovely golden brown colour, so I'm going to take these out of the oven and I'm going to leave them to cool. I've transferred the biscuits to a cooling rack and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try one. I have a little one here that didn't really make a biscuit, so I thought I'd just give this a try and let you know how it tastes. That's really nice. There's a very subtle flavour of orange and a very subtle flavour of nutmeg as well, but there is definitely a flavour there and that is really delicious. So I'm looking forward to having a few of these with a cup of tea this afternoon. That's how you make my delicious orange and nutmeg cookies or biscuits, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be having a couple of these with a cup of tea this afternoon and I can't wait. They smelled and tasted so good. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye!